We keep climbing. We're talking now to Manzini Zungu, who is our feel-good story this morning, right? So, Pacinamix CEO breakfast for entrepreneurs. Now we know that entrepreneurs are seen as the future of our country, the future of the economy, and there always is a need for a real active support of our entrepreneurs, especially here in South Africa. So the Pacinamix CEO Manzini joins us now on the line, talking about this fantastic breakfast and this inspiration that he is serving up for entrepreneurs. Manzini, good morning.
Good morning, Pabi. Good morning to your listeners.
So tell us a little bit about yourself and how you've founded this Black Excellence vision.
Yeah, it has been a journey. It has been a journey, and we more often than not, we want to celebrate the people that we see as successful because they own certain things that are very, very visual to us, or for a lack of a better word, are glamorous to us. And then we tend to celebrate those people as they drive back into the townships, into their rural areas. But then we forget that we have the responsibility, if we have been given an opportunity, we have another responsibility to create another millionaire so that we have the sustainable growth, so that our economy can create opportunities for others. Mm-hmm. So for me, it has been with my resources or limited resources, I felt that it was important that I impact the people around me. I impact the people that I come across with. I impact the people that I work with. Not only my family, but I impact them so that we have sustainable growth as business leaders and business entrepreneurs.
Look, I always say I don't want to be on a yacht by myself, okay? So we all need to pull each other up so that we're all flying first class and we're all on the yachts together. I want to know about what you feel in your experience, in your opinion, the joys are of being an entrepreneur.
Yeah, the joys comes from hard work. The joys come from a lot of pain. The joys come from a lot of failures, because failure is a good lesson, and that's where you get better. That's where you get prone to be better. Yes, the joys are in our country. There are a lot of opportunities. You've just seen recently, a week ago, there was a summit on investment. There we've seen corporate South Africa coming and pledging 290 billion. But it will be a few
Manzini
is not going to impact a young idea that comes from a rural area in the Eastern Cape, a young idea that comes from Town in Northwest, a young idea that comes from Soweto. We need to invest in our young people. We need to invest in their ideas, because as we invest as business, corporate South Africa and entrepreneurs, give them an opportunity to participate in the economy, then they're going to create sustainable growth. They will employ, a Pabi will employ 7, a Manzini Zungu will employ 20, and the next person will employ 15. And we will start eradicating the problem of unemployment in our country, but through sustainable growth, through the business itself.
Yeah, absolutely. There's something very strange happening with our phone lines this morning. So I'm just going to ask you to just sustain that specific position, because we can hear you right now very clearly. Black excellence. Black excellence has become a sort of buzzword, right? We throw it around a lot. But on some level, I suspect black excellence has been confused with the look of black excellence, right? So what you can get what car you drive or what your title is. Talk to me about what you really believe Black excellence is.
Yeah, it cannot be a narrative. It cannot be a narrative. There's a narrative of Black excellence all the time. And what we've seen in recent times, the people that we have aspired to, we thought that they are Black excellence, like you correctly put it, that it has been seen as how you look, what is it that you have materially. But I say it cannot be a narrative. It must be the way of life. Mm-hmm. It must be, but we need to be given an opportunity. We need to be, I say to my team all the time that Black excellence means you work 10 times more than you would normally work. That means that you're part of the global stage. You cannot look inwardly and say, you know what, I'm good at what I'm doing because my neighbor, I can do it better than my neighbor. You need to understand when you serve people, or when you take care of your client, or when you're implementing the strategy with your client, that your very same client that you're working with in Johannesburg or Cape Town, he or she has been served in New York a week ago. Right. So he has a global experience of being served in New York, right, of being served in Dubai. So you have to be at that level. You cannot compromise on the delivery, and you cannot compromise on the delivery because you were previously disadvantaged. So we work 10 times more than anyone else in the world. That's Black excellence, and it's about delivery, it's about results, it's on merit.
I think that's just so well said. It isn't about window dressing. It isn't about what you are hoping to be seen as. It's about what you are. And the way of the world now is so global that it presents us with fantastic opportunities to be multinational. But what do you think some of the pitfalls, some of the struggles of the modern entrepreneur are from a South African point of view?
Look, first, it will be funding. Funding is the biggest problem in our country. Right. In our country, you have funding institutions or organizations that are doing funding on behalf of government. I always say they cannot behave like a bank, like a normal bank. They have to behave in a certain way. They need to understand where the Black entrepreneur comes from. You know, you cannot expect that a IDC behaves the same way as one of our 4 banks. Sure. I can't name them because this program is not an advertising. I don't speak on their behalf. Yeah. But I mean, we want the IDCs of this world to be able to assist the young business people who have failed, because failure teaches you discipline. You see, if you have failed and you have nowhere to go, but going is to go forward, not backwards, you are better equipped. Yes, we need to encourage success, but we cannot only look to those ones who are succeeding or who have been successful. But we need to go to those ones who have the experience of failure and who now the option is not to fail anymore.
The option is not to fail anymore. Amazing. All right, so your business mentees, talk to me a little bit more about how you find them and what some of the mentorship looks like. What does it entail?
I've been privileged. I meet people I don't know, young entrepreneurs that I've never met before through social media. My office ran a program of making sure that they find them in different areas. Then we have the CEO breakfast. We engage, we talk. No, we're not only I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm a practical business man, an entrepreneur, that I walk through the pain, I walk through the joys of it, and I talk about opportunities where we can go and break those glass doors. More often than not, people are looking at the next tender that is going to be advertised. But we have to go to corporate South Africa, to these multinationals, and break those glass doors. And the other problem we have in our country is these multinationals, they land in this country with global contracts. That then creates a difficulty for a young South African idea to participate at the global stage. So, like in the media space, we want the government to have the right policies that support their business people.
Yes.
For a Jack Ma in China to have succeeded, competition was removed.
Yeah.
He had not to compete with Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
There's no Facebook there. You get what I'm saying? He was channeled for success. So we need to create those platforms for our entrepreneurs if we want to grow this economy, and if we don't want to create the only elitist certain few individuals that are multimillionaires or multi-billionaires. I have a responsibility of creating another, not only one, but quite a few number of multimillionaires through the opportunity that I have.
Well, you know what? I can hear how passionate you are. We need more time. So I think we should have, like, every now and then we should just have a bit of an entrepreneur's corner, just to have a conversation about what some of the challenges are and what people like you are doing to support entrepreneurs out there. How do we find you? Give us a website, give us a URL, something that we can look at to find you.
Yeah, you can go to our website, Pacinamix.co.za. They say wah dot Pacinamix. Yeah, and then I tweet Manzini Zungu, Hamashe04. But my business, you can find Instagram, you can find Facebook through my business, but I tweet. Yeah, look, I think we can make a change.
Absolutely. That is Manzini Zungu, Pacinamix CEO, Breakfast for Entrepreneurs. So much passion talking about the revolution needed to support our entrepreneurs, to support our economy, and push South Africa forward. Let's find out what's happening in your 8.